Now, let's move on to the next aspect of the population, and that is the density of the population. Now, what exactly is the density of a population? It means the number of people living in a unit area on the earth's surface is the density. In simpler terms, it means that the average number of people living in an area is the density. Now, about this you have to understand that it is 45 persons per square kilometer, that is the density of the world's population. And South Central Asia has the highest density in the world. So, that was about the density of the population. Now, let's try and understand the factors which affect the density of the population. Now, the various factors are, first of all, the topography. That is, in the plains, you will see more number of people living, whereas in the mountains, the people would be sparsely populated. Because life is easier in the plains, there are more facilities available, whereas life becomes difficult on higher altitudes. Next factor is climate. Nobody likes to live in a climate which is extreme in nature. That is, would you like to live in Antarctica? Never, and you can't. Then there are people who would not like to live in Sahara Desert. There are people who would not like to live in very cold climates. So, wherever the climate is favorable, moderate, that is where the number of people living increases. Next factor is the soil. The fertility of the soil also attracts the population, especially the farmers. If the soil is fertile, then it gives occupation to so many people, and thus people flock to such kind of areas. Next is the availability of water. If the water is scarce, then the people would not find it a very suitable place to live, but if the water is plenty, then anybody would like to live at such a place. And if you look at the history back, you will see that all the earlier civilizations started at the river valleys. Whether it is the Indus Valley civilization or the other civilizations of the world in China, Mesopotamia and other countries, they were all river valley civilizations. And that is because of the fact that people have always found living in the places where water is in plenty suitable for living. Next is minerals. Of course, with the availability of the minerals, the economy of the place actually flourishes. It gives birth to so many occupations, it gives birth to industries around, development around. So, people flock to areas where minerals are found in plenty. If I talk of South Africa, then with the diamond mines, it has got populated in high number. Then the Middle East countries with the oil in the place, people have started moving to this place in larger numbers. So, there are various factors which attract the population to a place or which take out the population of the place out from there, and that affects the density of the population of that area.